Tons of thanks for you joining me today so that I can get to talk about M.A.D Skincare and all of the cool things that are wrapped around M.A.D Skincare, the products, the ingredients, our M.A.D mapping technique. So thanks again. So real quick, M.A.D Skincare, it's kind of, interesting because we have 24 or 25 global partners, which some of the you guys are on. And I know here in the States, we say M.A.D. I know some of them like to say M.A.D. So we have this fun little game where we say, well, what do you call the brand? Some will say M.A.D., some will say M.A.D. So you have that option, call it whatever you like. And hopefully one day you're going to say, I call it my favorite brand. So that's how I look at it. So what is M.A.D Skincare? What is it about? Well, M.A.D Skincare, we created about, 12 years ago. So, or 11 years ago. So we've been in the marketplace in the professional arena for a fair amount of time now. And every year we've been growing very steadily globally, which is very exciting. So we're a very boutique global brand. So let me just let a couple people in here. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. All right, we got 2 more jumping on. Here we go. All right, I'll close that back out. So I'm back. So M.A.D Skincare, again, we're a professional brand. M.A.D or M.A.D really stands for something very simple but very powerful, I think. It's Maximum Active Dermaceuticals. And that's really where the M.A.D comes from. So our goal is to deliver either a maximum number or a maximum percentage of ingredients, of cosmeceutical therapeutic ingredients into our skincare, okay? So that's important because we want to make sure the efficacy of the product is as high as possible so that that consumer really gravitates to the brand and really becomes your consumer for as long as possible. So that's our goal. We're not here to make products that don't deliver performance, and to do that you really need to deliver maximum active ingredients in both either the quantity of the ingredients or the percentages. So to do that, we really wanted to design the brand with a specific architecture. And what does that mean? So to me, a brand needs an architecture. So it's either got to be divided up by the type of product, or for me, what was most important was really dividing it up by skin concern. So as you can see in the top left hand of this slide, I've got these color-coded bars, and in there are words, and they represent skin concerns that the brand is going to address. So the top one is environmental, real quick, and that's a red, it's branded red with a bar and red hexagons. Environmental doesn't sound like a skin concern category, but what it is it's really fortifying and supporting cellular health for the skin. So what does that mean real quick? That means we want to support and protect the skin loaded up with antioxidants. We want to protect it from the environmental factors such as airborne bacteria, UV-induced stress, other environmental factors like pollution. You could have a bad diet, smoke, drink, stress. These all take a toll on the skin. Okay, the skin cells are very delicate. They like to die off pretty quickly and be replaced by new cells. So the focus of the environmental category is, let's keep these skin cells that we have that are alive right now in the moment, alive and as healthy as long as possible. Because I have a saying, there's 2 things you really can't change. That's the past and the future. So what you can do is you can work on the present. And that's how I think of the environmental line. Let's work on your skin's health today. Okay. After that, you may have pre-existing issues with what we call hyperpigmentation, excuse me, and that could be in the form of Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, let's say from acne scars, it could be melasma, it could be UV damage. That is our brightening category. So that category has ingredients specifically for that one concern. Okay, minimizing uneven skin tone and everything that relates around it. The purple category is anti-aging. This is one of our, obviously, our biggest categories. Why? Because there's so many ingredients out there that deliver an anti-aging benefit. Now, what do we consider an anti-aging benefit? That's really focused on fine lines and wrinkles and skin elasticity. So collagen and elastin synthesis, and minimizing those fine lines and wrinkles, okay? Acne, big concern globally. I don't care what corner of the world we are in, acne is probably our #1 selling range, right behind brightening. Sometimes they flip-flop, brightening and anti-aging. I think these two categories are really the two biggest categories that most consumers have a hard time dealing with, okay? So the goal is we're gonna make extremely efficacious products in all of these categories, but we are especially strong in acne and brightening, okay? Our final category is the delicate and sensitive skincare line. It's in green. It's amazing how popular this line is. It's not as popular as acne and brightening, but it becomes an interesting category for so many people, because various times throughout their lives or throughout the year, they have skin sensitivity issues, and these can pop up out of nowhere. So the delicate line is an excellent category that can straddle your acne customer. You can just, customers having too much sun, things like that. Customers who have eczema, seborrhea, psoriasis. I'm not saying this is a cure for those medical issues, because we're not, prescribing this product. But all we're saying is it helps relieve those symptoms and helps protect your skin so you are not so prone to these issues, okay? So we have a lot going on. And again, things are color coded, so that's going to help you navigate throughout the line. All right, how are we doing so far? Okay. Have any questions, use your chat and I'll get them answered. So I hit the enter button and nothing happens. So let me try that again. There we go. Okay. So as you know, we are a US-based cosmeceutical brand. We manufacture here in the US, specifically in New Jersey, and New Jersey is on the east coast of the US. We have our own manufacturing facility. State of the art. It is less than 5 years old. We produce all of our own formulations because we have an outstanding research and development lab. We have our own batching and compounding facility as well. And then from there, the products go in and are filled in our one of 15 or 16 different filling lines. So we are a fully capable FDA registered facility. And that's how we are able to make sunscreens and acne products in the US and sell them fully legally above board. And the product, we say what the product is what we say, and we get inspected by the FDA anywhere between once and twice a year. So I just want to let you know where we're coming from a manufacturing and a good manufacturing process, and we're 100% FDA registered. What is so fantastic, having created this brand and developing this brand with our contract manufacturing company, is that we can deliver cutting edge products. And I don't mean products that are fad. You know what I mean by fad? Like it's just a fad or a trend. We don't do that. We're trying to deliver, and we definitely always have this edict where we're going to execute against delivering the most efficacious product, cutting edge, that has a very specific benefit for the customer. Okay. Our R&D lab is tremendous. We have hundreds and hundreds of raw material suppliers constantly getting us the latest and greatest materials. And we're always going through this vetting process of what is really a cutting edge material and what is a fad. So we're always trying to deliver some outstanding products. And then at the end of this, I'll talk about some outstanding products that are queued up for 2024. So our vision is really on 2024 and 2025 from an R&D perspective. And I always like to talk about the new stuff, but that doesn't mean I ignore the tried and true, okay? So we're a mid-priced brand, extremely high performance. So I think at our price point, we easily can compete with the bigger and more expensive brands that you professional distributors are aware of. And I know for a fact how we perform against them because I know what they make and I know what we make. And I feel that we are just as good or better. And then I'm going to even talk about what makes us so different. And that's the fun part to me. Again, that's pretty much it for this slide. That's everything you need to know. And again, you're going to have access to this recording so you can always reference the material anytime you like. So aside from our skin concern categories and being color coded, our core 4 philosophy is really what we build the brand on and what we build our protocol and treatment on. And that's 4 things. One is exfoliation. Again, for us as a brand, that is extremely important because if you want to get rid of acne, you got to exfoliate. You want to get rid of hyperpigmentation, you have to exfoliate. If you want to get rid of lines and wrinkles, you have to exfoliate. Okay. And then in some cases, when you have delicate and sensitive skin and you have a buildup of dead skin and irritants in those areas, you do need to exfoliate. You may not be exfoliating with something as strong as an anti-aging, let's say glycolic 30% peel, but you are going to be exfoliating. Second and third, cellular respiration and cellular detoxification. So I think here's where we start to differentiate than most brands, okay? Within our protocols and within our home care, we have the environmental range that I pointed out, which really focuses on cellular health. Remember I said that you can change the present. You can dictate where you are in the moment. You can't change the past and you can't change the future. It hasn't happened yet. But let's focus on the present. The environmental line is going to focus on the present with cellular respiration and detoxification. These 2 functions at the cellular level, we want to make sure we maintain these so that these cells last as long as possible. That's where you're going to drive excellent cellular health. Collagen and elastin synthesis, this is really focusing on peptides, stem cells, and different ingredients that nourish at the micronutrient level, where you are stimulating that new skin growth. And that's really what we mean by collagen and elastin synthesis. We want to stimulate and activate and maintain at its highest level the body's natural ability to create new skin. Why? Because that new skin is moist, hydrated, it has no wrinkles, and it has no hyperpigmentation, and it has no acne. That's why we want to create this environment for optimal collagen and elastin synthesis, okay? So exfoliation, before you exfoliate, you typically have clogged pores, infected pores, rough, aged skin, lines, wrinkles, blemishes, even sagging skin, okay? When you exfoliate, and our primary method is through chemical exfoliation, you then purify the pores. That means you are removing dead skin and material and debris and bacteria from the pores. It means you're eliminating those infections in the skin surface. That exfoliation also triggers collagen and elastin production. Why? Because a chemical peel is a controlled trauma. That controlled trauma sends the signal even before we start using micronutrients to do what? To create collagen and elastin. And we're going to smooth away lines and wrinkles, blemishes, and it also has an effect on removing the pigmented skin that's old and damaged at the surface of your skin. I don't have it listed here, but obviously your third benefit is removing unwanted, uneven skin tone because it has manifested and come up to the top. So let's talk a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta let Julian in. Hold on. There we go. All right, I think we let Julian in. Let's see if he gets in. Julian is our distributor from the UK. Cellular respiration. So this was one of the environmental categories where we're really starting to make sure the respiratory function or the ATP transfer is optimized. Okay, why do we want to do that? Well, if the cells aren't breathing, they have a lack of oxygen due to this low performance ATP transfer, guess what? They're going to prematurely die. Prematurely dying dead skin cells results in what? Dead skin on the surface of your face that you have to constantly exfoliate. Okay, that's where we want to begin the process of healthy skin. So how do we do this? First step, we deliver an active ingredient in our environmental line called Oxygen, and this is very simply going to speed up the transfer, the ATP transfer of oxygen molecules moving towards a repository of hydrogen, because the ATP transfer is basically this. Should I draw a little picture? I guess I could just explain it. You have an O2 molecule, 2 molecules of oxygen. They're going to split. They technically become free radicals. These 2 free radicals, 2 free floating oxygen molecules, are now specifically looking to link up with 2 molecules each of hydrogen. So these 2 oxygen molecules that have split are looking for 4 molecules of hydrogen. One of the other main performance goals in the environmental line is we load it up with antioxidants. And antioxidants are loaded with hydrogen. So what does that do? Well, antioxidants become important because they have a high hydrogen concentration, and that's your inventory to make sure your cells are breathing. So there's a synergy between stimulating the oxygen transfer and having it hook up with hydrogen molecules, okay? So this process becomes very important. So with Oxygen and an abundance of antioxidants, we're making sure the skins are breathing, the skin cells are breathing, and the respiratory function is maximized. So do a quick little example. I know people don't smoke as much here in the US as they used to. They're doing other things, but that's another story. So as far as smoking cigarettes, it's much less. Now, back in the day, you know, you would see people who smoked a lot, and their skin just looked very gray, ashy, a lot of lines, a lot of wrinkles. And that is because there's a very distinct lack of antioxidants, hydrogen, in the skin cells to properly breathe. So when their O2 cells are splitting, they don't have enough hydrogen. When you start incorporating the M.A.D Skincare Facial with the environmental line, you're going to see everybody's skin begin to glow. It's just an amazing, amazing effect. When you didn't even think there was an issue, all of a sudden people come off the table and their skin is pink, it's glowing, and that is a clear sign that the respiratory function has improved. That respiratory function improves and increases the bioactivity of the cell. Once the bioactivity of the cell is increased, it's going to absorb more nutrients that we're delivering in the skin, in the skincare of M.A.D. So you see the synergy. It's important to upregulate the ATP transfer so the cells are breathing and their bioactivity is elevated, because now they're going to make use of all of these micronutrients once we start to deliver them. It's almost like if you've ever had a flu or a virus, you know how it kills your appetite? Okay. So for me, I love like buffets. All right. And when you go to a buffet, you got the carving stations, you got sushi, I got every kind of ethnic food. You know, if I go there and I don't feel great, how's your appetite? Not so good, right? So you don't really get to fully enjoy the benefits of all of these different flavors and cultures and cuisines. So really what we're doing is we're making sure your cells are optimized so that they're going to enjoy this buffet of ingredients that's going to be presented to your face in this protocol. Okay? Kind of that simple. So what's the other part? Once cells are breathing and they're taking in these micronutrients and the bioactivity is elevated, well, what happens is at the cellular level, you're always going to create a little bit of unburned material or waste, even at the cellular level. So these toxins basically have to exit the cell. And then where do they go? Well, then they enter the lymphatic system and then they get eliminated through the body, through the lymphatic system. What happens if the toxins start to build up inside the cell? Well, I can tell you what happens. Same thing as before, cell's going to die. And that's not what we want, because if we're prematurely killing off cells, they're going to pile up on your surface of your skin as dead skin. And what happens? That's more exfoliation that we have to do. So the cellular detoxification is the other half of this important process in the environmental line, where we want to improve cellular respiration and improve the detoxification. Okay. And then, of course, once you've exfoliated and once you're improving this respiratory function and the detoxification, we can deliver all kinds of cool peptides and stem cells and amino acid chains, which will get absorbed into the skin and get to the dermis, where these nutrients can then elevate the dermis because you've increased that bioactivity to create collagen and elastin synthesis. And what happens is you're then now eliminating lines and wrinkles. All right, I'm just letting a couple more people in. All right. So here now becomes this full synergy and effect of improving cellular health, managing the different skin concerns, building it into a facial protocol, and the results are just amazing. All right, we're going to move on. Let me just see if I got this. Cool. Now that we've talked a little bit about the architecture of the brand and some of the key focus, the other part that's really, really amazing is what we call M.A.D mapping. And M.A.D mapping is our process of delivering advanced applications of chemical peels and masks for superior results. So what we've created is this really interesting protocol to very specifically target the areas that we have that are concerned, and we can deliver even more outstanding benefits because we're really targeting exactly the products that we need where we need them. So what is M.A.D mapping? M.A.D mapping, again, is this targeted application approach. We also do another technique that Zoe's going to demonstrate later incredibly well, which is our M.A.D massage or M.A.D peel massage, where we're going to she's going to actually massage in these chemical peels for deeper penetration. Then she's going to do another protocol called M.A.D press. What is M.A.D press? I love M.A.D press. I do it on myself all the time. I'll show you where. I do it right over here because I get these little hyperpigmentation spots from driving so much. So it took me 2.5 hours to get to work today because there was a tractor trailer that decided to dump its load on the highway. Again, separate story, but sorry. What that really means, though, is I'm sitting in the sun longer than I was expected to, and you end up causing damage. So anyway, M.A.D press is where we're going to take a Q-tip, or where Zoe's going to take a Q-tip, and she's going to have a little bit of this chemical peel on the Q-tip, and she's going to actually press it into very specific targeted areas. So for me, when I do M.A.D press, you see these lines and wrinkles up here? horizontal, I like to press my glycolic peel in those areas, and the results are outstanding. It's always, it's amazing how quickly you see the lines and wrinkles disappear. And with proper maintenance at home, they're going to stay subsided until the consumer or the client or the customer comes in for their next professional visit. Part of M.A.D mapping is also what we call cocktailing. That's maybe where we combine two masks together to spread over a particular area, maybe where there's multiple concerns. And then we can also layer peels. So we can target with M.A.D mapping, we can cocktail, and we can layer. So think about all of these different dimensions to M.A.D mapping that really deliver a targeted benefit. All right, so where are some of the areas and what are some of the concerns we can address in some of these areas? Now, what I have listed here is not in stone. In other words, somebody could have acne in areas that I don't have large pores or acne. So just for me, when I M.A.D map, I like to target my T-zone. Why? Because the skin in this area has more sebum production. In the chin, sometimes as well. I might get some breakouts in the chin. So for me, that acne zone is going to be in here. Okay. And as I pointed out, I tend to get hyperpigmentation on this high plane. Okay. But that's not necessarily where everybody gets it. Some people may have melasma on the forehead. They may have acne on the forehead. They may have acne on your cheeks. All I'm saying is, for me, my T-zone and my chin is kind of where I notice I get these issues. Hyperpigmentation, again, for me, it's in the high planes, not necessarily for everybody in that spot, could be anywhere. Lines and wrinkles. For me, as I get older, I've got these horizontal lines. I've got what I call the 11s. They're the lines that are here. I have the parentheses around the mouth. Sometimes you could get the lines and wrinkles above the top lip. You can get crow's feet around here. So maybe I've got a dual issue around the cheekbone and the orbital bone. That's both hyperpigmentation and anti-aging. So what's great about our line is you can attack and you can really address both of those concerns at the same time. Why? Because we can M.A.D map. That's why. So as you can see, you can map the face and see where you have issues. Now, for me, my cheeks, they get a little sensitive. I got some capillaries, you know, the skin density is dropping a little bit, so I get some thin skin. So for me, I'm not going to apply an anti-aging peel in my cheeks. I don't need it. For me, I'm going to lean towards the delicate, okay? So as you can see, I'm just starting to show you mapping of the face. All right. So with M.A.D mapping, this is how you can take advantage of lots of different types of acids that's in the M.A.D library of peels. And what we do is we mix and match the acids, but more importantly, we then start to incorporate micronutrients in with the peels, so that as you're doing the depth of the peel, you're delivering the micronutrients, the actives, the different ingredients specifically for that skin concern to start to do their work. And why are we putting it in the peel? Well, because the acids are going to penetrate deeper based on their molecular weight. And these micronutrients kind of piggyback on top, and they act like a little elevator or a little bus ride down, so that these actives get deeper into the epidermis, where they're going to be more effective. So for us, we really want to focus and get people to understand, you know, it doesn't really do much good to put skincare on skin that needs to be exfoliated. So if you've got layers and layers and layers of dead skin, and people are putting moisturizers and serums on top of the dead skin, it's not penetrating. So that's why all of you professionals are so important and are so key to the health of the aesthetics industry. Okay. You know, a very interesting thing just recently happened. We had the New York Aesthetics Show, and the New York Aesthetics Show was in March, and it's got a skincare side, and then it's partnered with IBS, the International Beauty Show. Now, for the last 30 years, the international beauty side, meaning all of the hair care, makeup, things like that, has been 3 times the size as the skincare side, okay? Big atmosphere. You know what's been happening over the last, I guess, decade? Well, I'll tell you what's been happening. Skincare is being revitalized. Skincare is becoming a big thing. And for next year, for 2024, the New York show is now flipping the venues. So now skincare is now got the big space, and the beauty side is now kind of shrinking a little bit and is taking up the smaller space. So I think that's really great for people that are in the aesthetics industry. That's really telling that, you know, the market is changing. People are starting to invest, I think, more in their skin prior to putting the makeup on, okay? And I don't know about other parts of the world, but in the US, I just feel like the consumer is finally coming around to realize that I can't keep covering up my problems. I got to do something about my skin. And that's what we preach. We're preaching, get your skin as good as possible, then put your makeup on. Okay? It really doesn't take that much time. You know, and we really have a mantra that this is investing in yourself. And it's really starting to, I think, take hold. And I think the proof of the New York show switching the venues is really what made me see that consumers and professionals are doing a great job investing in their skin. So to all the professionals out there, great job. Let's keep it up. M.A.D Skincare is going to keep trying to deliver professional products that's going to keep building that clientele and keep building that customer investing in their skin with you. Okay, I promise. So sorry, just was on my soapbox for a minute. I apologize. But so let's talk a little bit about the acids, which is really cool. Different acids matter. So I'll give you an example. Glycolic acid, which is kind of like the grandfather of the acids as it relates to its performance. And that's because it's got a very low molecular weight, which means it penetrates deeply and you get a lot of performance. Some problems there, though, are that not everybody can tolerate the glycolic acid. And the good news is that raw material suppliers recognize this, and they create and they develop and they source acids of all different molecular weights that get larger and larger. And what happens is they don't absorb as deep into the skin, but that's okay because they're better tolerated by the customer, okay? So the object is then is you got to find that balance for your customer. What can they tolerate and what can they not tolerate? And then you kind of map it in right there. And then you know that that's what we're doing. Or you lower the strength of the glycolic and maybe you have a little more of a different acid where you balance things out. So we take care of that for you in the formulations. It's not like this is chemistry you have to do. We're doing that for you with all the different chemical peels that we can offer you. So, and again, what keeps it simple is it's color coded. So if you know somebody has very delicate and sensitive skin, there's the delicate skin resurfacing peel in the delicate line. And you know that that's formulated to be extremely delicate and sensitive. So that's the good news, okay? What else? So like I said, acids, there are many different kinds of acids that are geared for different skin concerns and different skin types, okay? So what are some of the acids that we were talking about and what do they do? Like I said, the glycolic acid is a low molecular weight and it's great for fine lines and wrinkles. Lactic acid to me is your go-to acid in combination with glycolic or as a standalone or combined with another acid when people can't tolerate glycolic. And what does lactic do? It moisturizes, it brightens dull skin, it smooths your uneven. What I mean by uneven is the texture of your skin. Makes your skin look firmer. And what's great is it's very tolerated by 99.9% of the population. Salicylic acid, this is what we call a BHA, a beta hydroxy acid. Why is this important? Well, this is really important because this is the only acid that's going to decongest pores because it's oil soluble. What does that mean? Okay, real quick, I'll draw a quick picture of a follicle, right? So acne starts in this follicle. I don't know if you could see that. All right, that's a pore, and the hair is coming out of the pore. That's where acne starts. Why? Oil builds up inside the pore. Dead skin builds up because dead skin sticks to the oil. Okay, what happens then? You get some moisture in there, some oil, some dead skin, and then you get the breeding ground for acne. That's my first grade drawing of a clogged pore and then acne. Okay, so that's the beginning of acne. So what does salicylic do? Okay, well, salicylic is oil soluble, which means it can penetrate that oil. It can bust through. Once it busts through, it's going to decongest that pore. So if you've decongested the pore, that means you've gotten rid of the oil, you've gotten rid of the dead skin, you've gotten rid of the acne, and you created a clean environment. What happens to the acne? Goes away. Okay, what happens to the clogged pore and that blackhead or that whitehead where the pore keeps getting dilated? Disappears, okay, because you decongested the pore. Salicylic acid is an excellent, excellent acid. It's used in a cleanser. It's used in a mask. It's used in the peel. It's used everywhere, okay, because it's so important. Multi-fruit acid. This is a cocktail of acids that we love at M.A.D Skincare. I don't know if there's a lot of brands that use multi-fruit acid. We do. And they're citrus based. So, just as a disclosure, people who have a sensitivity to vitamin C may find this a little itchy, but you discover that through trial and error, patch test. It's not that many people, but I'm just letting you know because it's derived from lemon, pineapple. Those are two key contributors to this cocktail. What makes this cocktail so great? Well, this multi-fruit acid cocktail has a high molecular weight, so it's tolerated very well by everybody. Again, if you've got a little bit of a vitamin C sensitivity, you just got to be a little careful. All right. What does this acid complex do? It has an incredible ability to resurface the skin and kind of minimize all those tiny, tiny little imperfections. And that's what I really love about this acid. It has a real good polishing effect to the skin, where your skin looks extremely dewy and smooth. And that's critical because if your skin isn't smooth, all the little tiny imperfections, and I'm talking about thousands of them, have a tendency to reflect and refract light. That's what gives the appearance of a lot of lines and wrinkles. It's how your skin is reflecting that light, okay? So that's a great cocktail. Mandelic acid, amazing, amazing acid, okay? Multifunctional, okay? It's great for anti-aging, acne, and brightening concerns, okay? It's very well tolerated. So it's a great, what we call flex acid. We have it in our flex line with a mandelic refining cleanser and the mandelic peel, okay? Incredibly universal product line that works great and plays well with all the other skin concern categories. Vitamin C at a low pH is also extremely effective in helping to exfoliate. It's also an antioxidant, and it's what we call an anti-aging acid because vitamin C is great, is a great anti-aging and brightening story. Resorcinol, really, it's just in our Jesner peel. Resorcinol is maybe not technically an acid, but because when it's combined with acids, it really has the ability to lighten pigmentation and bleach the skin. So those are some of our acids that we utilize. Oh, let me click on this screen. All right, so again, before and afters, we know we're really addressing large and clogged pores because we want to minimize the appearance of pores. We want to try and minimize acne marks and scars. What is that? That's post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation as well as acne scars. So if you keep resurfacing your skin, you can minimize your acne scars. There's also other ways you can do that, of course, with microneedling, microchanneling, and other devices that are all sensational. And we'll talk a little bit about M.A.D Skincare later and how it synergizes with other modalities, which is also really an incredible benefit. Some of the other concerns that we're addressing is hyperpigmentation from UV-induced damage and also hormones or melasma. Okay, all of this uneven skin tone can be addressed. Blackheads, your age spots, and of course your fine lines and wrinkles, okay? And this is all that we're achieving from the chemical peels, mostly. And these are all results. These are all results you're gonna see immediately after the facial, okay? So your client doesn't have to wait to see improvement in the skin. Our goal is two things. One is deliver a targeted application protocol that delivers amazing results, and those results can be immediately seen by the customer. That's what's going to keep your customer coming back. We want to make sure your customer is coming back to you for treatments. And again, going back to the treatments, we really recommend when you are selling treatments, it's not one treatment. These treatments are really in a series of 3 to 5 treatments that should be presented to the client as something where once a month, let's say, they are back getting a peel protocol treatment, okay? And also with their home care regimen, once you do that over a 3 to 5 visit package or treatment package, the results are absolutely tremendous because they're amazing after treatment number 1. So after treatments 3, 4, and 5, they are truly amazing. So what does our typical treatment protocol steps look like? Well, here we go. This is your treatment protocol steps that we encourage all of our practitioners, customers, educators, distributors to preach and follow. And we don't have to do much pre-treatment, you know, we don't do a lot of that. We really focus on these steps immediately to begin the process because people, I have to tell you, have less and less and less time to worry about doing home care prior to and all this stuff. So we really focus on the treatment protocol. And once you get them to experience this, then you can get them on home care and they're going to really do it religiously, I think. So step 1, we have our cleansing process. We have several cleansers to choose from. I like it when our clients focus on the salicylic cleansing gel and let's say the glycolic cleanser and even possibly the mandelic. And you can even do these in layers because we do a double cleanse. So guess what? If you feel like starting with a salicylic cleanser to break through oil and then do that, remove it, follow with a secondary cleanser like the brightening, the mandelic, or the glycolic. This is great because you're setting up the skin for the treatment protocol and you're already starting to deliver acids that are going to start cleansing and breaking down the dead skin and dissolving this dead skin so that it's going to be more easily removed with the peel. Our toner step, we have 2 toners. We have a everyday renewing toner, which is a 5% multi-fruit acid, and we have our glycolic toner, which is quite a bit stronger, and that's a 7% glycolic acid toner. Once you've cleansed and toned, you've done the prep right now for the peel. After you've toned, you could feel some tingling, especially if you use the neutralizer. Especially if you use the glycolic toner. You're really setting up the skin for this great step. So step 3 is our exfoliating peel. This is where we're going to learn how to M.A.D Map, and Zoe's going to take us through this process. So in this deck, I say 1 to 3 layers, okay, of M.A.D mapping. Now, can you do more than this? The answer is yes, you can. Why I say 1 to 3 layers in the beginning is because you may not know the client. The client may be new, and if you're doing a treatment series of 3 to 5 visits, start out with 1 to 3 layers, okay? There's no rush. Once you have them coming back, you can build on a few things. You can build on the length of time the acid stays on the face. We have a minimum of 3 minutes, and we suggest a maximum of about 7 minutes per layer. So you can build on that, and then you can build on the number of layers. So if you're getting a client and you know their skin, and let's just say they have very dense skin, can tolerate acids, she has no trouble with discomfort or, feeling tingly, you can build these layers up to layers 4, 5, and 6, believe it or not. Now, again, keep in mind, more time generally means you're going to charge more money. So your typical protocol, if it's now into the 4, 5, and 6 layer treatment, you need to be generating more revenue because it's more of your time. It's not even that it's more ingredients, it's your time, okay? And your time is extremely valuable. And we really put an emphasis on that, okay? So once you've done your your M.A.D mapping that Zoe's going to demonstrate, you're going to neutralize with our first M.A.D hack. That's another thing that we have. We call these little tricks of M.A.D hacks, where you're going to go back to the Everyday Renewing Toner, then you're going to use water, and then you're going to neutralize. Okay, why do we do a 3-step neutralizer? Well, we want to bring the pH of the skin up a little slower. So we neutralize our peels, but we're going to do that in a slower process that's very tolerated by the skin. Why are we neutralizing our peels? Well, we're neutralizing our peels because we have several steps in the protocol following this that are going to deliver micronutrients necessary for the skin recovery process, which includes healing, which includes collagen and elastin synthesis, and all of these other things, okay? So that's why we neutralize the peels and begin the following steps post-peel. All right, we like to start where we calm and soothe the skin and hydrate it. You got 2 choices here, really. Right now, I just listed the Delicate Skin Calming Gel Mask because that's the one that's globally registered. So no matter where you are, this mask is available. We do have another mask called our Wheatgrass Recovery Mask, which is one of my absolute favorites. We will get into that afterwards, and we can discuss specific products if you like. The following step is what we call a physical exfoliator. This is optional, depends on your client. You've dissolved dead skin, you've dissolved some living tissue. A lot of times it's partially dissolved, and you can use an exfoliating scrub post-peel to kind of really slough off some of this existing dead skin. Again, this is optional. It's a product you need to be very careful with because it's a pretty aggressive scrub. We generally show in our training videos, use your ring finger because this is your weakest finger. And when you're applying the scrub, you're using a tight circular motion to kind of shred off any more dead skin. Again, it's optional. So once you've fully exfoliated, you've calmed the skin, you're ready for treatment masks and booster serums that really deliver high levels of active ingredients and micronutrients that really begin this new nutritive process and this healing process. You can map the masks as well. So it's where I map my peel is where I'm going to follow with that concerns mask. So I'll give you an example. Again, I said in the T-zone, for me, I'm going to use my zinc and sulfur mask. Why? I don't have hyperpigmentation on my nose. I don't have lines and wrinkles on my nose. But what I have is slightly oily, large pore, potential acne skin. So I'm going to use my my zinc and sulfur mask in the T-zone. For my forehead, we have a glycolic mask, but honestly, since I did a glycolic peel, for me, I would shift out of the glycolic mask and I would do a cocktail of my detox mask from the environmental line and my brightening mask. That'll deliver cellular health, lightening and brightening, vitamin C, and some anti-aging benefits because there are some cool ingredients in the environmental line that also deliver an anti-aging benefit. So I can bang, plop that up there as a cocktail. Then down here, I'm going to really focus in on that radiant brightening mask. So as you can see, I'm now delivering 1, 2, 3, 4 different masks. In my cheeks, I may then stream back to my delicate mask to concentrate on hydration and calming. And then my chin, you know what? My chin kind of varies. If I don't have any breakouts, I might go back to the environmental detox and the zinc and sulfur as a combo, or I might do my zinc and sulfur and the detox. So I flex there a little bit. So what am I showing you? I'm showing you right now how on my face, I deliver multiple masks in different areas to target the result based on the benefits that I need in that area. That's really what M.A.D mapping is about. Target the area, use cocktails, and let the products perform for you where they need to perform their best, okay? That's what's exciting. And guess what? That's what makes M.A.D Skincare different, all right? It's all about the M.A.D mapping. So hydrating serums are next. These are basically any serum across our line. I don't do a ton of mapping with the serums. I just like to cocktail at this point for me. So for me, I might cocktail my anti-aging and my brightening serum and really manage all my areas with that serum. With my nose, I would then kind of maybe just shift towards the vitamin C. We do have the blemish repelling gel. If I want to use that in my acne line, I can use that as well. It's not necessary at this moment because I don't have any active breakouts, okay? Once we've done the serum, we can do some eye treatments. We have 3 eye creams. I do recommend the SPF 15 PhotoGuard SPF 15 eye serum moisturizer, which is great because like I said, around here, I get hyperpigmentation, which means I'm getting sun exposure, which really means I need that SPF along this orbital bone and around my eyes. It's a very lightweight moisturizing sunscreen specifically for the eye, okay? Other eye treatments, we have an anti-aging eye treatment called the Eye Transformation Serum in the US. I think globally it is called Anti-Wrinkle Eye Serum. So that's a great formula that encompasses expression line relaxation with plant-based stem cells and peptides to minimize fine lines and wrinkles. And then it has hyloxal for dark circles and then puffiness as well. We have other ingredients. So it's a really well-rounded eye serum. It's not a cream. This is more of a serum, a thick serum that really delivers a lot of outstanding benefits for the eyes. I do like to moisturize after the facial because we can again deliver more active ingredients, and I map those as well. So in my T-zone, I do switch to the Breakout Control Daily Moisturizer. And then for my forehead and around here, I will use in a treatment anti-aging and brightening. And then for my cheeks, I have that delicate daily moisturizer. And then after that, we're going to apply a sunscreen so that we're fully protecting ourselves from UV induced damage. The sun is your #1 enemy. I love the sun. Don't get me wrong, but it is dangerous for your skin. Okay. Personal note, my brother died at 38 years old due to malignant melanoma because he didn't take care of it. Okay. So please be careful with the sun, protect your skin. Always go to your dermatologist if you see things that are unusual in size and shape and color. Okay. So that's just a little personal note. So this is what your protocols look like in a graphical form, where I'm showing you the glycolic cleanser and the salicylic cleanser in step 1. I believe Zoe is going to demonstrate these 2 cleansers today. The 2 toners that we have, I generally lean towards the Everyday Renewing Toner because it is a little gentler, but both are outstanding. I do like the glycolic toner periodically because it almost feels like a tune-up peel. It's got a lot of zip to it, and I like that. And I feel like I get like a mid-treatment kind of peel with that toner. All of our different peels. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have about 14 different exfoliators, right? 5 of them are the gel-based peels that are registered globally, okay? Then we have our M.A.D peels at the top. We don't map with all of the M.A.D peels because they're a little too strong to do that, all right? In another Zoom that Zoe did, she did do mapping with, I believe, the Genesis Growth Factor peel and a couple of the other gel-based peels. So you can map with the Genesis and the multi-C retinol peels, but we would not map with the others because they're ethanol based. We also have the 4-fruit the 4-fruit enzyme mask, which it coexists incredibly well with our peels. So the thing about enzymes that we love is that enzymes only eat dead tissue. They do not, it does not impact living tissue. So from our perspective, you can do an enzyme mask, a 4-fruit enzyme first. You can let that dissolve and eat and digest away dead skin, fully remove that, and then you can do a chemical peel. So that becomes almost like another step before chemical peels, okay? We have our dual action pumpkin enzyme mask. This is extremely potent. It's a standalone product. It has 32% pumpkin enzyme. It has 33% glycolic acid. I may have reversed those numbers, but my point is it's about 64% active ingredients, high concentrations of vitamins A from the pumpkin, glycolic acid, and the enzymes. These work together on both dead tissue and living tissue. So this is an extremely efficacious mask. You may peel from it, you may not. It depends on the client. Again, we have in the instructions on this particular product where you're only keeping it on for 2 or 3 minutes because we really want to minimize the negative issues with using something that strong. But for this demonstration, Zoe's going to be doing our gel-based peels along the bottom. And those are water-based, gel-based peels. And we're showing you how to target and get maximum performance from a gel-based peel that you would normally think that you couldn't get. So that's because we're combining it with this advanced protocol technique called M.A.D mapping. Then you have your Delicate Skin Calming Gel Mask, which is going to calm things down. And then Zoe again is going to go into some M.A.D mapping with our treatment masks. You have 5 masks out there to choose from. There's also actually the glycolic mask where maybe if you don't use a glycolic peel and you want to opt for the mask, you can. And then the serums that I mentioned before. There's your blemish repelling gel. We have the wrinkle repellent, amazing. Redness Rescue, becoming a global superstar right now because our Korean distributors have fallen in love with the Redness Rescue and how calming and soothing this product is showing and delivering amazing results to their customers and clients. The Youth Transformation Age Corrective Serum, the Spot On Targeted Skin Brightening Serum. So as you can see, you've got skin concerns covered, whatever the skin concern may be. Moisturizers, again, follow the same format. They're color-coded. You've got the Breakout Control Daily Moisturizer for acne, which is what I'm going to use in my T-zone. The Daytime Defense Shielding Moisturizer. I have to tell you that the two environmental products, these are great products to cocktail with because your whole face, no matter what your skin concern, is going to benefit because you're really focusing on cellular health and cellular detoxification. So as it relates to the environmental line, you can not only target your area, but feel free to use those liberally all over the face. Okay. I really, really, really have a lot of pride in the environmental line, and I want you to really see the benefits in that line. So then as you roll into the eyes, that's what I mentioned before. You see that Photo Guard SPF anti-aging eye cream on the left. That's a great product again, especially for your eye area. You could use it past the eyes. But again, for me, as I said, I get the hyperpigmentation around this area. That's a nice lightweight moisturizer that gives me my SPF protection. So when I'm out there driving, I'm protected. And then again, sunscreens. Globally, we have the Hyper Sheer SPF 50 registered. I believe Zoe is going to be using that one. We have a lot of others that are available in other countries. The On Guard Tinted. These are both physical sunscreens. The Hyper Sheer Matte is great for somebody that has oily skin because it'll mattify. We have primers. We have foundations with SPF 50 coverage that are globally very popular. They can even out your skin tone. They look great on the skin. We just get incredible feedback at how beautiful they make your skin look. So that gives you an idea of what steps that are going to take place in the demo. And each skin concern is divided up. And what happens is we use a set of ingredients for that skin concern so we can really maximize the performance of that skin concern. But what do I mean by that? So let's start with environmental real quick. Let me just check the time. It's 2 o'clock, 2:11, okay? I'm gonna try and get this wrapped up pretty quick so that we can move on to the demo. But I wanna show you, let's say for the environmental line, we use very specific ingredients. What are we using? Antioxidants. Why? Because we wanna deliver that hydrogen. We're using that cell detox that you see at the top. We're using that Oxygen. That's the fourth one down. And then we use a peptide that protects against airborne bacteria. We're using a calming ingredient called Syncol. We use a Produ 400 and a Produ 500, which really helps promote skin elasticity. We have Lavendox. That's the ingredient that gives you that little bit of anti-aging benefit. It helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, okay? But again, the focus on this is antioxidants, cellular respiration, cellular detoxification. That's what you're getting. Our brightening line is amazing too. Why? Because we use so many different forms of vitamin C. So a lot of brands use L-ascorbic, excellent brand of vitamin C. We don't stop there. We are using a cocktail of 3 different forms of vitamin C, which is again a cocktail of like 8 different forms of vitamin C. So we're using, and these different forms of vitamin C have a different purpose. What is that purpose? I want these vitamin C's. Let's pretend my screen is your epidermis from here to here. Okay, you see that? The vitamin C penetrates the skin. Some L-ascorbic, for example, drops all the way down to here because it's a very low molecular weight, high penetrating vitamin C. But guess what? You've got damage in this area of the epidermis. Our vitamin C complexes address the whole epidermis so that your skin looks brighter and more even using our complex because it's targeted to work that way. We also use B white, which is a tyrosine inhibitor peptide, which is incredible at helping to suppress the melanin and keep it under control. Now, don't forget, if you're using a tyrosine inhibitor, there's several out there, and like B white, if you stop using them, that hyperpigmentation is going to ramp back up. So if you want to control the melanin production, you got to continuously use products with a tyrosine inhibitor. Then we start to incorporate other forms of vitamin C that are holistic or natural based. So what are we doing? Well, we're adding more vitamin C. So we've got Imblica, mulberry, blueberry, bearberry extracts, Lumiskin, some more antioxidants in the Trinity tea, the licorice extract, okay? What are all these different forms of vitamin C doing? My goodness, Michael, can't we just have one form of vitamin C? No. Why? I'll tell you why. Because skin is extremely adaptive. Those cells have an uncanny ability to metabolize ingredients more efficiently the more it sees an ingredient. So if you have a skincare range that only has 2 or 3 active ingredients, that may be great, but I'll tell you what happens. Over time, your skin gets adapted to those ingredients. If it's only 2 or 3 ingredients, it's going to metabolize them quicker and quicker. Now, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but have you ever started a skincare line or a skincare product and it's great in the beginning, and then after like a month or 2 or 3, you kind of feel like it's not doing the same job? Has anybody had that happen? Pam, I can see you. She's nodding her head, yes. Well, what changed? I'll tell you what changed. Your skin? No. Your skin did not, or I should say, excuse me, I blew that. Did the product change? No, the product did not change. What changed was your skin. Your skin became adapted to those 2 or 3 ingredients. So by us incorporating as many ingredients as possible, we are trying to make sure the bioactivity of the skin or the cells remains active for a full 24 hours until you're applying these ingredients again. And why does that matter? That matters because the efficiency of the cells cannot overcome how many ingredients you're putting into the fold here. So that's why we're using a maximum number of ingredients, because we want to make sure your skin doesn't get efficient at metabolizing these ingredients. What does that do? That maintains a bioactivity at a very high level. When you're maintaining a high bioactivity, you are consuming these micronutrients, which makes your skin produce collagen and elastin synthesis, produce new skin, maintain its elasticity and its vibrancy and its youthfulness. It's when this bioactivity goes down where you lose all of that, okay? So as you'll notice, all of our different categories has an extreme number of active ingredients. Like I said, here's the anti-aging. And this isn't even all of them. We keep adding to it, and it's just amazing. So we're using glycolic acid and different alpha hydroxy acids. We're using antioxidants. We're again using different peptides like matrixyl 3000, matrixyl morphomics, argireline, a Produ 400, a Produ 500, plant-based stem cells, different other peptides, tetrapeptide 7, oleopeptide, Unirepair T43, okay? I'm giving you trade names in some of these examples so that you can go out on Google and you can Google Unirepair T43 and you can see what that is. Because if you try to look up the Latin name or figure out what the Latin name, gets a little difficult to figure out what these different ingredients are. and what makes up these different complexes, okay? So again, with anti-aging, we're attacking collagen and elastin synthesis from every angle possible using amino acids, plant-based stem cells, plant-based peptides, alpha hydroxy acids, any other means possible that's going to keep all of this, the whole process upregulated, okay? Our acne line is very tight. Why? That's because there's only 3 ingredients in an acne range that are recognized by the FDA. That's the Food and Drug Administration, to make an acne claim. Those 3 ingredients are salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and sulfur. So if your acne product doesn't have any of these 3 ingredients on it, then I hope to goodness that they're not making a claim of an acne product, because you need to have those ingredients, any one or multiples of, to make an acne claim. So this is what we do, and we go through a very extensive testing process to prove that our products have what is on the label and what we claim. And that's what makes our products efficacious, okay? We're not taking obscure ingredients and trying to make an acne claim when these are the 3 ingredients that deliver an acne claim. It's very cut and dry. We also fortify these ingredients with some other cool ingredients. Alp sebum is a really cool ingredient that has the ability, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it can help minimize oil production. When you minimize oil production in those specific areas, you can minimize the appearance of pores. Why? Less oil in the pore attracts less dirt in the pore doesn't dilate the pore. It's that simple, okay? Tea tree oil, a naturally occurring essential oil, which helps fight and control bacteria. Willow bark extract. I love willow bark. You know why? This is the natural raw material for salicylic acid. So we can put additional willow bark into the formula, which gives you the additional performance of salicylic, and now it's just listed as willow bark. Sulfur, amazing ingredient to help dry out excess oil. It exfoliates, it also kills bacteria. So there we go. There's your acne range. It's tight. We have back bar, retail, your chemical peels. You're in good shape when it comes to acne. Our delicate line. Now, again, there's a lot of brands out there that say they're focused on delicate skin and compromised skin, and they are. And they may use aloe vera, they may use chamomile, maybe some hyaluronic acid, and that's it. Honestly, from our perspective, that's not enough. That's not even close to enough to minimize irritation that can be coming from, again, a medical condition, your environment, poison ivy, sunburn, your own immune system triggering things, or some chemical process that we are doing to help get a better benefit. What are we using? Again, look at these different ingredients. And again, we give you the trade names so that you can Google them. Like Cepicom is a palmitoyl and water lily flower extract created to calm and soothe irritated and stressed skin. So what are some of the factors, what are some of, let's say, the symptoms of needing a product line like this? Again, you have inflamed skin, irritations, itchiness, the appearance. You could have 4 different factors, okay? Our objective is to control these factors immediately, okay? If you haven't tried Redness Rescue, I want you to try Redness Rescue. That product immediately mitigates the irritation, the redness, the inflammation. It hydrates. It feels like you've put quenching water on your skin that absorbs quickly, and you can use it many, many times a day. to continue the process till your skin is under control. Some of the other ingredients we're using, there's the Cetaplant Richter, allantoin, which is an excellent hydrator, Nutrazine, which is a peptide designed to specifically reverse the signs of inflammation and calm and soothe irritated skin. So believe it or not, there are peptides that are geared to calm, soothe, and soothe skin. Peptides are not just for anti-aging. Peptides are not just for brightening skin. You can take a string of amino acids, put them together, and really focus on minimizing inflammation and calming and soothing skin. Simglucan, I believe that is oat derived, and that helps protect against UV damage, and it also happens to improve the signs of aging. Produ 400 or Produ 500 now increases, protects the skin from dryness and aids in moisturization and skin promoting elasticity. Because look, dry skin is not elastic. Dry skin cracks and breaks. So the Produ 400 and the Produ 500, which is scattered throughout the lines, is really great because it prevents the dryness, aids in moisturization, and all of that helps promote skin elasticity. The palmitoyl tripeptide 8, which is essential for healing. Again, this is another peptide designed to reduce the skin's inflammatory response, minimize swelling and irritation of dry and inflamed skin. Of course, hyaluronic acid. So if you're asking me, are any of our products have hyaluronic acid, go right to the delicate line and infuse that and incorporate that with something in anti-aging. And there you have a great synergy of retaining hydration and then addressing fine lines and wrinkles. And of course, we do use aloe vera. I'm not saying we don't. It's in there, but that's not the focus of our delicate line. It's all of these interesting peptides that not many brands out there really have this sophisticated level of peptides designed to calm and soothe skin. In addition to this, we have the wheatgrass, which is in the wheatgrass recovery mask. I'll give you a quick little thing on that. I personally love wheatgrass, and that's why I created this product. Wheatgrass is really traditionally used in the nutrition market as a shot of wheatgrass, and you drink it. Why? Well, it has 98 out of 103 earth elements. So on this earth, there is a total of 103 elements. Wheatgrass has 98 of them. That's a lot of elements. So there's vitamins K for recovery and healing, magnesium. There's just tons and tons and tons of excellent benefits from wheatgrass. It is wheat-based, so if you have a gluten allergy, I don't necessarily recommend that you go smearing the wheatgrass on somebody or on your face, because you might have a reaction. That's my only caveat to that. So, what are we trying to do? We're trying to get you to think outside the box when it comes to delivering a peel protocol. And we want you to deliver using the M.A.D mapping technique. We want you to deliver pinpoint accurate ingredients, which delivers amazing and optimizes results, okay? We've got Instagram, M.A.D Skincare USA. Please, join us, like us. We want to be friends with everybody. We have an incredible community on Instagram from all over the world, okay? If you just go to our Instagram page, you'll see content from our 24 international customers. You can see their Instagram pages. We love to share and be a part of this big M.A.D skincare community, because what's important here is that you as practitioners have the tools and the products and the hacks that make this brand exciting, and you get to see how people are using this brand across the world, and that can only benefit you and help you incorporate some interesting techniques into your practice. So I hope you guys are getting the understanding of where we can take your product, where we can take your client and your business. Here's another customer we had with severe acne, and you can use the M.A.D mapping and use, again, more layers and more time. In this particular case, I think she had the Mandelic peel with our acne peel and our delicate peel layered on several treatments, and she has gotten incredible results to really remove her acne. So without further ado, what we're going to do is take a break for 5 minutes, and we're going to queue up the Zoe training that I have. And let's see you back here in 5 minutes, okay? All right, thank you guys. And then we'll do questions too. Give me 2 seconds. I'll do it. Oh, I got more people admitting. Escape again, or? Oh. Am I? Oh. Hold on. Now I can. There we go. Now I get it. Yeah. All right, so I'm just pulling up the video, and we'll just let that hang there a second. Hold on. Stop. Yeah. All right, we're going to pause that. That's Zoe on the screen. Now I can't see myself. I like to see myself. Okay. What can you see? All right, so I believe Justin's been answering questions, so we really appreciate you using the chat. That's great. Keep your questions flowing. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. All right. Now, I can't see you guys anymore because I'm running the video, but I do have Justin, the brand manager, so he's the one that's been answering the questions. And hold on tight for another minute or two, and we'll get rolling, okay? Everybody enjoying it so far? I hope I'm kind of giving you a good background as to what's what. One thing I noticed that wasn't in this deck, and I apologize, is the M.A.D wheel. Let me, if I can, jump to that real quick. Hit escape. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Justin. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if I can get to another presentation. Got it. There. Okay, hit the back button. Okay. All right, that's cool. All right, so let me go to this one. Let me hit F5 real quick. Okay. So I'm screen sharing, right? Cool. Now, when I want to get out of this, just hit the escape. All right. So real quick, guys, you can see this wheel. Pam, give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So this is what we call the M.A.D wheel, real quick. And I apologize. I must have accidentally deleted this wheel from the slide. And I think this gives a good graphical representation of the brand and how people have multiple skin concerns. And it's important to realize that, let's say you have acne, which is the blue bar on the right. This is just a real simple representation to understand that acne customer could have brightening and scarring from post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So that's why the acne is touching the brightening. And they can also have inflammation, pain, discomfort, and that's why it's touching the delicate, okay? So if you look at a protocol for somebody that has a serious or even a medium level of acne, chances are they've got some post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and some delicate and sensitive skin issues. And of course, it's all centered around the environmental line. So I look at it like a wheel. The environmental, which stimulates cellular health and optimizes cellular health, is the hub of this wheel. So we always want to be using something from the environmental line, whether it's the detox mask, the daytime defense, the environmental renewal peel, something in that category. Doesn't have to be everything, just something. I personally like the detox mask, but that's just me, where you're delivering the ingredients to stimulate cellular health. And then from there, you're going to the different skin concerns. So then if you notice on the other side, if you've got somebody with aging concerns, typical lines and wrinkles, I'm 60. I know I got hyperpigmentation issues from the sun, okay? And like I said, my cheeks, they're getting a little bit thinner in the skin density and the fat pad, and that's why I'm getting more capillaries and a little bit rosacea. So look at the wheel. No matter where you are on the wheel, you're gonna touch another skin concern, okay? That's important to really understand so that you use the line fully from a M.A.D mapping perspective, which is, again, going to target results. So the M.A.D wheel is sort of like your cool friend and your little go-to to see, okay, somebody has acne, they might have brightening, and they might have delicate issues, and so on and so forth, okay? So I just wanted to pull that up real quick for you. Kill that. That. All right, so I'm going back. I'm trying to pause. Okay, so again, we have Zoe here, and with her client, the client has, I believe, some hyperpigmentation and a little bit of anti-aging and some T-zone concerns that Zoe's going to be addressing. And like I said, Zoe's going to be using M.A.D mapping, a little bit of M.A.D massage, M.A.D press. Now, she's had this client before. She knows her skin very well. This is probably her third, maybe her third treatment. So I believe Zoe's going to be using a little longer acid time with, I believe, a 3-layer protocol. So I'm going to let Zoe take it over in this demo. You can still ask questions. Justin's online, and I'll fast forward where I can if we're just sitting waiting for acids to take effect. Here we go.
There's no sound.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Justin. I have no sound. Let me see. Can't hear anything. They don't have sound, she said. Did you have sound? Can you guys hear the training? No. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Okay. No? Did you see audio there? Share sound, Dan, share sound. Saying video file. Is that for the audio part of the video? Okay. Desktop. Oh, bummer. All right, try it. Oh, there you go.
Hello, Masters. Welcome to another training. My name is Zoe Gonzalez, licensed esthetician. This is my beautiful model, Lisa.
Let me know if you can hear it.
Today, we're going to be doing a matte mapping protocol with our gel-based peels, masks, and serums. All right, so without further ado, let's get started.
So for our first step, we're going to cleanse the skin. I'm going to be using the glycolic cleanser at a 7% and the salicylic acid cleanser at a 2%. This is going to allow us to have a deeper and more thorough cleanse, so we have a better penetration of the peels. So I choose to cocktail these two because, as you can see, her skin is very keratinized. It has melasma. It has a lot of sebum. And what we're going to do is we're going to start breaking that barrier, that protein layer, for a better penetration of our peel.
So we did some editing to bring this down to about 38 minutes. So typically this protocol.
For a second step, we're going to tone the skin with our Everyday Renewing Toner. This is going to cause a gentle exfoliation because it has multi-fruit acid cocktails, and it's going to start breaking that protein, and it's also going to introduce those antioxidant properties because it contains Trinity tea. All right, now that our skin is prepped and ready, we're going to be diving into our third step, and we're going to start gel mapping. Our first peel that we're going to be using is going to be the 30% glycolic acid. We're going to be working this on the forehead lines, frown lines, crow's feet, and the nasolabial folds. This one is ideal for matured skin. It's great for fine lines and wrinkles, sun-damaged skin, and rough and uneven skin tone. Our first layer is going to consist of peel mapping. It's going to be the glycolic, brightening, and acne. I like to apply the product with my gloves just because the brush sometimes tends to absorb the product. I do use brushes, but in this instance, since I'm using the glycolic and I'm working those fine lines and wrinkles, I want to allow for better penetration of the product.
So real quick, as you can see, she's gonna get better penetration by pushing the peel in with her fingers as part of the M.A.D massage.
So now that that first layer is done, when it's a first timer client, I like to wait a minute or two to see how that skin is reacting to the peel. Now Lisa here is not a newbie to peels, so I went freely and I massaged the product in. I still analyze the skin to see how it'll be reacting, always taking precaution first. But I'll just trying to tense that area and massage that peel in so we can have a better effect of the peel. Now for our second peel, we're going to be applying the Radiant Brightening Peel. And this one is going to be applied on her zygomatics, on her cheek area, bone area, where is more, you can see her melasma is more prominent. This product has a beautiful combination of lactic acid, glycolic acid, Trinity tea complex, licorice extract, and beerberry extract. It's the perfect combination of glycolic and lactic acid infused with skin lighteners and brighteners. For our third peel, we're going to be using the acne peel. This one, we're going to apply it on her nose and on her chin area. The acne peel is a cocktail of glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid. This is going to help us to exfoliate dead skin and pores for a cleaner and clearer complexion. It also contains willow bark extract, which is gonna help us with the pore exfoliation, and helps even to help us control the oil production. So the fourth peel that we're going to be using is the Mandelic Peel 25% with CBD. And this one we're going to apply one layer all over the face. This peel is going to help us to...
So real quick, guys, you're getting M.A.D mapping, you're getting the M.A.D massage, and now you're getting the M.A.D layering, because now she's going to do that top layer. So you're getting 3 types of application all under this targeted M.A.D mapping umbrella.
improve and work on various skin concerns such as acne, skin texture, hyperpigmentation, and fine lines and wrinkles.
Dia como ele tá sentindo. Até qual mandalico? Bem mandalico.
For our third layer, we're doing the delicate resurfacing peel. This peel is ideal for very sensitive skin. I like to use it to top off my treatment since it has a large molecules. It's just going to work on the surface, but it also has calming ingredients. It has chamomile extract, licorice extract, aloe vera, which is going to help us to heal and ease the discomfort of irritated skin.
So real quick, the other thing I said about the delicate peel that I love too is that it polishes the skin. So it takes that uneven, rough surface, almost like a fine grit sandpaper when you're refurnishing furniture. That fine sandpaper is what really makes your furniture smooth. Well, in skincare, it's that multi-fruit acid molecule which really polishes the skin and makes the skin smooth.
Matte hack alert. This is the matte massage. What we're doing is that we're penetrating the product even further. I don't do this on sensitive skin types. This is definitely something that you could do. Someone like Lisa who has keratinized skin and you want to penetrate the product even better. And also, since we're doing the glycolic, it's going to help us work on those fine lines and wrinkles.
Sunod ka pa ng ganito. Hindi, magdahigo. Ito delicate. Ito delicate. Matte hack alert. This is the matte press. What we're going to do is that we're going to grab a cotton swab or a Q-tip and we're going to apply the product on it and we're going to insist and press on top of that skin concern that we're trying to work with. It could be hyperpigmentations or fine lines and wrinkles. And our step 4 is going to be neutralizing. We're going to be doing that with another M.A.D hack. It's a 3-step neutralization process. The first step is going to be using the toner. Second would be water. And third and final would be the neutralizing solution. What this is going to help us is to bring the pH little by little to its normal state, so the client does not feel the heat from that shift in pH when we're neutralizing the peel.
If you want, if you can send out a message in Zoom, say, you've activated the 20 off. So do all the 20% off 20 on our M.A.D professionals.
This neutralizing contains great action ingredients, which is going to help us to reduce inflammation, is going to help desensitize irritated skin, and it's going to help us also moisturize and condition the skin. It has licorice extract, rosemary extract, and oat-derived soothing extracts.
Central America.
This is her skin after the peel mapping. As you can see, it's a lot more vibrant, flushed. Her fine lines and wrinkles are more diminished. And for our step 5, we're going to be using the recovery mask. After we cause that controlled trauma, we're going to want the skin is craving those micronutrients and is saying, just like beat me and heal me and repair a process. So this is what is going to help us do. We have the delicate gel calming mask and the wheatgrass. I decided to go with the wheatgrass because, not to play favorites, but it's just amazing. The delicate calming mask too, but I'm practically married to this one. This one contains both vitamins and natural phytochemicals such as flavonoids, which are known to be antioxidants. They can help us to slow down the aging process, and also it can help us to detoxify our skin. Wheatgrass contains vitamins, amino acids, enzymes, chlorophyll, and it has 98 to 102 earth elements found in the soil. Elements like phosphorus, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium, and among all those other important elements. It has also more vitamin A and C than oranges and carrots. Apart from that, it's exceptionally rich with vitamins E, K, and B, which are great for healing and tissue recovery post-treatment. For our step 6 of the protocol, we're going to go with our treatment mask. We're going to start with the Genesis Growth Factor Mask. It has stem cells and growth factors. It has bioactive molecules capable of penetrating the innermost layers of the skin, providing the necessary energy and stimulation of the cell to increase oxygen consumption and active ingredient utilization. This is going to enable the cell proliferation and a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles, sun damage, skin and rough and uneven skin. after I apply the boosters, I'm going to cocktail the Radiant Brightening Mask and the Environmental Mask. The brightening mask is going to help us deliver those botanicals to help us give a burst of radiance. And the environmental mask is going to help us against these environmental aggressors such as pollution, stress, and poor diet that can contribute to premature aging of the cells. It's going to help us to nourish and detoxify the skin. I'm giving her a little mat massage with her mask while it works on her skin for those 10 to 20 minutes. I was just emphasizing a lot on those fine lines and wrinkles.
So you can see her skin is really looking radiant, polished, refined, and then we're going to see before and after shortly.
After the mask, you can significantly notice that the redness went down, her skin is brighter and more hydrated. And for step 7, we're going to use our serums and moisturizers. After a chemical peel, I always love to use the Redness Rescue. This one is especially designed to calm irritated skin. It's going to penetrate quickly and it's going to help us reduce significantly the redness and discomfort of the skin. For our second serum, we're using the Youth Transformation Corrective Serum. This one has antioxidants, peptides, and stem cells. It's going to help us against stressors, environmental stressors. It's going to improve our skin tone and texture and the firmness as well. We're also using the Spot On Brightening Serum, which is going to help us to target and minimize dark spots and an even skin tone. It's going to give us a burst of radiance to the skin.
for our eyes, we're going to be using the Eye Defense Chilling Serum. This one has great ingredients like cell detox, shield back peptide, oxygen skin, and skin cool. Some of the benefits are that it restores the capacity of the cells to respond to hypoxic stress. It's going to help us also to detox and reduce intoxicated and tired skin. It also has innovative wrinkle smoothing complex that help us boost the collagen production. For a moisturizer, I went with the Delicate Daily Moisturizer because since we had this intensive peel protocol, I wanted to minimize irritation and provide a much needed moisture. This has ingredients like chamomile, licorice, and aloe vera, and they work together to soothe and hydrate your skin. And last but certainly not least, we're going to apply the SPF. I went with the Hyper Sheer SPF 50 because again, it's going to help us further hydrate, and it also has great antioxidant ingredients in it.
So as you can see, your skin is much more resurfaced and polished, and minimized a lot of that protein buildup. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And like I said, the video is recorded. This training session is recorded. So what we're going to do is we'll post this up on our share drive for everybody to have access. And that's it. So I see questions have been coming in to Justin. So I hope we have answered your questions. Again, if you have more questions, feel free to send them our way. You can use our website to post questions. If you don't have a professional account, please feel free to go to madprofessional.com and you can set up an account. And let me stop sharing. So that's it, guys. So we hope we didn't take up too much of your time, but I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you got a lot of information out of the brand, out of M.A.D mapping, what makes us different. And again, we're here for you. You know, we're here to support your business and your clients. So thank you so much, everybody. Have a great, great afternoon, a great evening, or a great morning. And like I said, we're always here to answer your questions. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.